Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 13 of our slow and immersive playthrough of Venezuela in Victoria 3 post the release of patch 1.5 and the Colossus of the South DLC. Let's go ahead and unpause just to keep that time ticking at a slow speed. And we've made it to 1916 at the end of last episode in the previous 12 episodes. We are losing power rank. Okay, yeah, well... yeah, we haven't done particularly well. I had a look at the Chile playthrough and we went from sort of like 600,000 to 15 million GDP by this time. Or like, I mean by this time, by the end of the game. 15, almost 20 million. So we did phenomenally well. Whereas this time, I feel like well, we had two little civil wars, but yeah, perhaps I tried to roleplay kind of the... the politics, but I don't think it really works that way in Victoria 3. You kind of just pick your own direction and you don't really... I don't think there's a lot of scope for kind of roleplay necessarily, because you are supposed to be changing laws and... but we'll see. We'll have a think about that once we conclude this playthrough. I'll have a think rather, what lessons have been learned. But in case we have progress, we have actually touched 5 million, I think in last episode. Fortunately, our GDP went down again. We are running a increasingly scary deficit, I have to say. And it needs to stop. We need to... so we're building this last... I know I said it many times already, but we're building this one more university and that's it. And then we're going to try to research as much as we can and propel our economy and standard of living further that way. But that's it. We're not building anything. So we're now down to 5,000. And let's just take a quick look. We're high taxes. Oh, scary. This is scary. We're not constructing anything. Okay, private sector is constructing power plants in Zulia. Sure, government wages we're spending on. 12,000 in universities. Oof. 20% prestige, 30% government wages. Changing it by 30% to 5 would decrease cost by 6. So we could actually cut our deficit right now and make it to surplus. We're spending 13,000 on paper and 13,000 on universities. Okay, bit on small goods, subsidies for railways, and interest is 4,000. Okay, well... man, armed forces don't really consume that much, but we could in fact. Let's go ahead and see what happens. We need the surplus, guys. I'm sorry. I am sorry, guys, but the age of austerity has unexpectedly come about. But we're spending 4,000 on interest right now, and that is a little excessive. So let's go ahead and just not build anything, keep the time rolling, and try to pay off some of this debt. Identification documents unlocked. By creating documents identifying citizens of a country, it is much easier to keep track of them. 25 taxation capacity, plus 1 max home affairs institution investment. Okay. Okay. We are researching 11 months till we get ironclad, so we can get more convoys produced in our domestic economy. Hopefully that will help us. Ooh, radicals keep growing. Yeah, we have a lot of radicals in our economy. Oh, people are not happy. Standard of living is taking a hit. Let's power through it regardless. Oh, we're still running a deficit. And why is that? What is that? I mean, paper? Really hope you're as cheap as you possibly can be. Could build another. To be honest. Paper mill. Can't believe that is how much it costs us. 45 pollution, 60 urbanization, 1,000 in wages. With wood, sulfur. It's profitable. Minting tariffs, government dividends. Is that from railways? Government dividends. Oh, look at this. They're actually profitable. Let's see. Okay, Bolivar, they're still not profitable. Sorry, because engines are so expensive, but weekly balance. Okay. Let's keep looking at this investment pool transfer plus 9,000. Walther von Hornstein Bausmannhausen, exiled from Austria. Ooh, the German Empire actually did manage to beat the German communists. Oof, so the Red Menace has been contained. What is going on here? Mascara Peasant Revolt. Okay. We are losing our minor power rank, but so be it. Not much we can do. Yeah, fairly uneventful international landscape. Nothing has actually happened. A few peasant revolts and that's about it. Ooh, Japanese uprising as well here. Yeah, but otherwise not much has actually happened. Rivalry broken. Oof, standard of living is tanking and we're still we can't make ends meet. That's bad. That's bad. We're paying 5. Good for military buildings, wages. I feel like we've overdid it a little bit with universities. If I'm honest with you guys, I think we overdid it a little bit. Ironclads, society. Can we get our financial sector to do something? For steps in minting, international exchange standards, corporate governance, max number of companies, minus 25% urbanization per urban center. Okay, unlocks command economy, economic law, telephone switchboards, modern financial instruments. Oh, that's another 17 years. Okay, with international exchange standards wouldn't hurt. More minting, less interest. Because otherwise we're in trouble. We're in big trouble. Because we're at highest taxes, lowest wages. Right. Government dividends. All government dividends are multiplied by 19 due to Britain's gross domestic product of 4.7 million and principal of 1.7. Government shares in railway. Okay. Minting. Okay, yeah. Minting won't hurt. Tariffs, ironclads unlocked. Okay. Sorry, I didn't read that. That's fine. Let's keep powering through. Modern nursing unlocked. By using techniques such as hand washing and bedside care, nurses are able to reduce the amount of fatalities by a considerable amount. Unlocks field hospital immobilization. Yeah, we're spending a lot. Yeah, it's really these universities. I mean, it's nothing else. Not spending that much on iron when we're not constructing anything. It's really government wages. Right? Administration and university. Can't do anything about administration. It's really the universities and the paper. Oh, dearie me. I feel like we overdid it. And that's kind of that. We can't really do anything about it, can we? We have paper mills here. And yes, they're super productive, sure. But by automating the process of blowing the glass into a bottle shape, it is possible to make many more bottles a day. Excellent, guys, but we have far bigger issues to worry about. Yeah, I'm afraid some of these universities are gonna have to go. We simply can't afford it. We can't afford 15 universities. Can we? Can we? Or can we pass a law? Can we get proportional taxation would give us change in revenue from current tax law plus 2,000. We need proportional taxation. To interest support this law. Petite bourgeoisie and armed forces. Let's have a think. Petite bourgeoisie. Okay. Petite bourgeoisie needs to be in government. Okay, we can have an unacceptable government. Confirm. Laws. Not part of our laws. Hang on. Proportional. Too much. Okay, people do oppose it, sure. But we do. Wait, hang on. Why can we not have proportional taxation? Requires disallowed by traditionalism law in economic system. Hang on, economic system is interventionism. So why not part of our laws? Sure. Why is it not part of our? It requires one of the following. Inactive. Yeah, okay. Disallowed by traditionalism. We don't have traditionalism. Two interest groups support this law. Petite bourgeoisie and armed forces. You support proportional taxation per capita and proportional. Yeah, so what is the issue? Market liberal. Hang on a second. Guys, kind of needs to happen now. Armed forces. Can we get armed forces in here? Throw out intelligentsia. Is that possible? No. Currently 0. Just as the proportional taxation can be enacted must be above 0 through support from either an interest group in government, a political movement, or the ruler's ideology. This petite bourgeoisie perhaps needs to be bolstered then. Armed forces maybe out, intelligentsia back in. Okay, let's get petite bourgeoisie, increase their clout. Is that the answer? Or we need proportional taxation. Consumption. Oh, we have consumption taxes is what we need. Services. Yes, there we are. Okay, guys, we need to dig ourselves out of this hole now. Okay, let's go back to our politics and let's, in fact, stop bolstering this. What is the highest? Yep, let's get to 6 contested government. Okay. We can tax services. And that's for middle strata and upper strata in any case. Okay, we have more authority. What else can we tax? Fruit. And tax fruit. Alright, we need to pay down this debt as soon as we can, and that's about it. Okay, well, standard of living is about to tank hard. All the good work that we did just gets undone. Population struggling. Yeah. All taxes, income taxes. I don't know, guys. You're doing fine. Okay. Tough times have arrived, but what can I say? We need to pay back 1.68 million of debt. Alright. Yeah, let's try and get international exchange standards. That will take how long? 5 years. Dearie me. Oh, dearie, dearie, dearie me. At least we are paying it back. Oh, but the economy is taking a beating. A massive beating. Oh, it's just all crashing down. Lower strata is struggling when 9.6 minimum is expected. Okay. Radicals are through the roof. No one's loyal to us. 38% below minimum expected standard of living in Zulia. 68% below minimum in Miranda. Steamers in Venezuela market are expensive. Oh. Shipyards. Okay, can we make some steamers? Oh, we have shipyards, don't we? There we go. There we go. Yep, let's remove that. Okay, still... Okay, let's remove everything then that's sort of not profitable then, right? Or... No, we don't want to import any steamers. Import artillery. We do need lead. Yeah, we can export the rest of this. Okay, we are paying this back fairly quickly. Oh, GDP is tanking. Maybe it was just that before the 1.5 was released with Chile, maybe it was easier. But I looked up, yeah, so we went like, we increased our GDP by like 15 to 20 times, and here we're up from 500,000, so at 8, yeah, maybe 10 times. Let's say if we were at 5 million, that would be 10 times, with GDP per capita was up at recent peak, it was 5 times. Let's go ahead and pay this off, and then try to fix our budget once and for all. I mean, it would be nice if we got petite bourgeoisie on our side, so we can get minus 10% loan interest rate. But they absolutely hate us now, so doesn't look like that's on the cards really. The population is still growing. Okay, no one's loyal. Okay, we are paying this all off. And the investment pool has 11.9 million in it. Really? New construction. No. Okay. Unrealized taxes. Tax waste. Oh, but surely taxation capacity we got more than enough. It's like well ahead of what it needs to be. So where does the tax waste come from? Doesn't really tell us, does it? Unrealized taxes. Average tax with the amount of taxes collected that are wasted due to inefficiencies or corruption prior to entering government coffers. Zulia, average tax waste. Let's have a look. Is there a more involved tooltip anywhere? Tax waste, 13.5%. An increase or decrease in the amount of tax waste in states from turmoil. Ah, okay. Okay, well, actually to combat turmoil, what we actually need is secret police, which we no longer have because we guaranteed liberties a while ago, haven't we? Yeah, secret police would have been nice right now. Alas. We do not have it. Okay, well, let's just keep speeding through, waiting to pay off this debt. the world hasn't really changed in almost 100 years. Ottoman Empire is still there. Yeah, really nothing's changed. Serbia, Romania, Kingdom of France, Great Britain. Oh, Finland got released. That person looks nothing like a Swede. Like literally that looks Chinese. Oh wait, oh, because he... Hang on a second, because he is Chinese. Finland. Insignificant power. Emperor Nalana Isidin Gioro. Very interesting. Oh, I guess Great King did take a chunk out of Russia. Yeah, Vladivostok is gone. Yeah. Russia lost the Far East. Oof, and access to the sea. Japan has gone Sakhalin. Yeah. So it's the Great King really that's developed massively. At the expense of everyone else, the United States. Let's have a look at the ledger. Population-wise, Selknam. Wait, sorry. Great King has 448 million people. Projected pop growth is 0.08, and it's still a quarter of my population. So they literally every 4 years they add another Venezuela. Socialist demagogue Antonio Illas of the trade unions is rapidly gaining popularity among the people. The radical socialist message of equality he espouses is proving especially appealing to the lower classes. Oof, he's 50% in popularity. Okay, British Raj, 160 million population. Great Britain, 78 million. Russia, 75. Kingdom of France, 55. German Empire, 49. United States, so about 50 million each. Austria, 40. Spain, 33. Italy, 30. Ottoman Empire, 25 million. Yeah, oh, actually Italy was formed. That's, I guess, that is something that has actually happened. Civilizing mission unlocked. It falls on our great nation's shoulders to shine the light of modernity into every uncivilized corner of the world, to educate and instill in the less developed peoples the divine values of our glorious culture. Sure. Oh, GDP is taking a nosedive. This is our standard of living. Population's at least going up. We're not building anything. Okay, we're down to 3,500. We paid off 500,000 of debt. Oof. Let's keep pressing on. I could at least just go to the budget and remove, for example, fruit. That's 2,500, and tobacco. Tobacco is 3,600. Yeah, we kind of need those. Yeah, we're not really getting much from luxury furniture or clothes. Deary me. Yeah, that's 10,000. Oh, if we moved it back. Yeah, I guess we can't really afford to finance those universities like that. Yeah, we want to power. Yeah, we want to increase technology, but we are obviously researching super quickly for an insignificant power, but still, it's just not enough benefit. Yeah, we'll probably... Let's see, let's pay this off. So we're basically in 10,000 surplus. So we could go to normal taxes. What needs to happen is that we need to get proportional taxation. Which we can't get because it's got 0 chance of success. It's got strong opposition and just the trade unions that support this. Let's see, maybe we get a cool socialist revolution. Well, that's not happening either. The industrialists are actually still holding on to power. Enact industry ban from the rural folk. Okay. Sure. Okay, let's go ahead, keep powering through this debt. We're paying it down pretty quickly. Okay, we have 1 million radicals though. And it keeps snowballing into a faster and faster payoff. Well, down to 868,000. Yeah, we've already gone through a period of austerity like this, remember guys, in 1870s. About 50 years ago. Yeah, so one has to be very careful as an insignificant power when you go to debt, because if we look at the country and modifiers, how much are we actually paying? A loan interest rate 14%, plus 25% from insignificant power. Ouch. We need 166. Yeah, we've fallen woefully behind. But for the prestige, what we need is, I guess, a military, right? Because 15 from country tier of kingdom. It's like Grand Colombia, for example. Industrialist petition government, representing his constituents in the industrialists, Manuel Antonio Matos has issued formal petition to Venezuelan government to pass no migration controls. Okay. Sure, let's go ahead and do that. Let's have a look at Colombia, for example. Right, 13 million GDP. Way ahead of us. 2.8. Wow. Well, yeah, that's just recently. They've surged. Catholic, Colombian, but where's their prestige? You have 256. So they also have plus 15 from country tier of kingdom. 41 from gross domestic product, of course. 57 and 30. So they get 80 from army and navy projection. They had 2 renowned playwrights, which we didn't get. Okay, and then the rest are bonuses. But they get 80 prestige from army and navy. A good general... Hang on. Enacting no migration controls, which the petite bourgeoisie do not like. Well, there's... Let's see. It's 8,500. Pay off all this debt. We only don't have that much, 500,000 left. We already paid off 1 million. Pay off 500,000 more. That's it. And then we remove all taxes, guys, and I promise things will go back to normal. Petit bourgeoisie are now powerful. Can we suppress them? Insufficient authority. No, we cannot. Plotting a revolution. Publishing committee prosecutions. A committee of publishers associated with trade unions that produce incendiary pamphlets has been brought before courts. Quiet push for their trial in the courts. Quietly muzzle these publishers. Right, let's not give them a platform. Oh yeah, come on. Come on, let's pay off. In a long time, that's it, just 1.8 thousand, 500,000 left. In the hands of the state. Did he smash his head into the cell wall? Was he tortured to death? The official story that trade unions affiliated revolutionary died from cholera convinces only the gullible and the willfully blind. Only one thing is for certain, his supporters are livid and they're out for blood. Murderers, cries the crowd. Only God and the water knows for sure. Let us kindly ask the latter. Movement to preserve his prison stormed by the crowd. Okay, let's get the martyrs. Bureaucratic imbroglio. Lawmakers working towards the enactment of no migration controls have found themselves mired in a particularly complex set of bureaucratic proceedings, grinding the work towards reform to a near halt. Damn this labyrinthine legal system. No, cut through at least some of the red tape. 10% bureaucrat pops in Miranda become more radical. Oof, let's go ahead. I hope, yeah. The procession of provocations. Dissidents in Bolivar have announced plans for a major march around government offices in the near future. While they can profess peaceful intentions and claim everyone will be unarmed, the march itself will obviously serve as a rallying point for those unhappy with the government. Oof, stop the march by any means necessary, or let the procession go ahead. Oh, no, okay, it's gonna be a revolution, guys. But we don't even have a military, so I think we're gonna have to abandon no migration controls. Wait, hang on. Okay, we are at 85%. I mean, we don't have a military. That is the issue. We're more than knee-deep in debt. So we will never, I mean, all of our barracks, funnily enough. Actually, no. Does Miranda have the barracks? Yeah, it's actually, okay. All of our barracks are in Miranda. Oh boy, we'll time out in 4 years. Oh, I think we go ahead and cancel it. We can't afford a war right now. I say we cancel. We'll have 2 years. We'll have to wait 2 years and then we'll try to pass it again. Fine, we'll back down. We're more concerned with the government deficit here. 1.4 thousand in interest. Okay, that's it, guys. Come on, last 440,000 left. Let's go. Political revolution in Indonesia started a revolution diplomatic play against Spain. 69, 11.42. Okay, 1 million radicals. Half the population is radicalized. Well, not surprising. How are we doing on stock exchanges? 20 months. It took us, 3 years, I guess, to pay all this off. I mean, this is per week, right? So 10,000 per week, so 40,000 per month. Yeah, 400, half a million per year. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Because this is balance per week. If I'm mistaken, right? Yeah. Okay. Pasteurization unlocked. Briefly heating milk and juices eliminates disease-carrying bacteria and enzymes, making the products safer to drink and prolonging their shelf life. Unlocks refrigerated storage for livestock, right? Yeah, to be honest, even technology-wise, like, you don't actually need that much, like, as a minor power, because you can't really do anything with it. I mean, we needed everything that, made it, no, actually, yeah, everything that made us use less labor and gain, more output. Yeah, maybe that was useful. Yeah, it's tough. It's really the population is the problem. That's what you need to grow. So that's why you stay conservative at the start, right? I think the root cause of all of our problems was that we started liberalizing too early by going with the liberal agenda, or going with the intelligentsia at the start. Okay, well, lesson learned. Okay, 177,000. Okay, let's go. Let's see what happens now. We only lost 400,000 in GDP, so not actually all that much. Once we now are able to turn off all the taxes, right? Once we pay off all of our credit, let's see what happens then. We should actually bounce back pretty quickly. I hope, yeah, and private schools and private hospitals don't really work at the start of the game because either. Come on. Okay, 9 more weeks and we're done. all of this off. Right, and we get rid of... Okay, wages are going to remain low. What do we get from low wage? Minus 20% prestige, intelligentsia, and petite bourgeoisie approval. Well, approval, this is a bit of a luxury at the moment. Okay, that's it. Last. An agitator appears. He will start moving to enact council republic. Okay, that's it. We're going into gold reserve, so let's go ahead and... Hang on. Revolution, enact council republic. Okay. Let's... No, let's... Hang on. Remove consumption tax on tobacco, remove consumption tax on citrus. Right, we can move taxes a bit lower. Yeah, we're still in surplus, so that's good. This should please people. Yeah, these taxes have the biggest effect. Yeah, let's see what happens. Yeah, GDP should surge back. Right. Should allow us to drop taxes even more. Let's go ahead. We need 4 plus 4,000, and then we can go to normal taxes. As long as we can do that, the rebels' doctor. A doctor in Zulia has been caught aiding wounded dissidents and revolutionaries. His aid isn't just helping his patients, but it's emboldening the entire rebel movement. Investigate the medical profession in Zulia for sympathizers. Okay, enact council republic critical. Ooh. Let's see, that's interesting. Trade unions and rural folk. I've had enough of intelligentsia. And... the rest of these guys. Let's go ahead and taxes to normal. We'll run a small deficit. Or let's let the economy adjust. Oh, there you go. And now we're back. Yep. Run a small deficit. Any luxury goods we can tax? Glass oil. No, not really. I mean, we can tax grain. We need 500 authority for it. Okay, yeah, so the economy will adjust. Hopefully we'll grow a little bit. Our tax receipts will grow. The mob approaches. Belligerent crowds have been getting increasingly provocative when confronted by troops in Bolivar. Hardliners in government are demanding tougher responses, while doves are calling for troops to stand down as the first hopeful step in de-escalation. Disperse the crowds by force. Or order the troops to stand down. 2% pops in Bolivar become more loyalist. That's 5% to revolution. Oh, come on, guys. Okay, hopefully they're losing. Okay, they're losing their radicalism. Oh yeah, we've improved the situation. That's it. We've lowered taxes. Okay, we need another 4,000 in surplus. That would be... This would be very nice. This would help. My 20% radicals from standing up leaving decreases. Okay, we need the people's wealth. A group of revolutionaries have carried out a robbery of a Venezuelan state bank in Zulia. A significant amount of money has been stolen and redirected into the revolutionaries' coffers. Order increased security around banks across Venezuela. Oh no, we can't afford that. Rely upon the locals to report those suspected of the robbery for 1 year. Oh, we need time. Okay, let's see what happens. Revolution. Revolution will be on both fronts. Well, okay, Okay, we're down 2,000 again. Vultures upon a carcass. Opportunistic members of armed forces have defected to the trade unions' cause. Try to coax some of them back. Oh, dearie me. Come on, their radicalism is falling. Guys, we've done everything we can. How about we lower taxes? Oh, it's going to ruin our budget deficit. Can we avoid a revolution though by doing that? Can we? Do we have some gold reserves? No, we can't. Oh dear, we're again building up. Okay. Building up a deficit again. Tobacco. Yeah, well, standard of living is rising rapidly, guys. Come on. Don't revolt now. Okay, there was some austerity. That is true. That is true. Well, let's go have a look at population. Clothes. Clothes are, okay, on average, more expensive grain. Tobacco is actually pretty cheap in our market. So we could, in fact, go ahead and tax the tobacco. Right, make sure we're still paying this off. And keep maintaining a small surplus. Right. Trade unions escalate their demands. Extremely unhappy with the government representative of the trade unions. Extremely unhappy with the government. Representatives of the trade unions have now escalated matters and are seeking immediate concessions from the government. If nothing is done, their representatives airily suggest that actions may escalate further. Very well, let the trade unions get their concessions. Self-organization. Revolutionary sympathetic figures among the rural folk in Bolivar have begun to form peasants' councils to oppose the power of the landowners in the region. The rural folk must learn to stay in their place. Change progress civil war minus 10%. The landowners must make concessions to keep the peace. The rural folk must learn to stay in their place. Let's delay the civil war. Okay, the radicalism is falling. Come on, guys, give us a chance. Done everything we can for you. Literacy is up 7-fold. GDP is up, what, 10 times? Still 11 times, right? We went from 500,000. Yeah, we did start from a lower base than Chile, right? International exchange standards unlocked. Perfect. 10% minting, minus 2% loan interest rate. Establishing an international system of accounting and exchange makes trade between nations simpler and cheaper to maintain. Embracing the idea of universal, inalienable rights for all people invites new concepts into the nation's social and political venues. On maximum social security institution investment. Okay, what else do we need? Let's go ahead and pause for a second. Feminism. Camera corporatism. What else can we do? 16 years. It's not gonna happen. Colonial institutions here. Maneuvers, taxation capacity. Telephone switchboards for government administration. Deary me. Automatic still steam turbine. Let's go ahead and invent the telephone so we can actually build some electric industries. Maybe that will help us. Maybe. Okay, cost us 5,000 in tax. Proportional taxation, that is what we really need. Perhaps we need go from technocracy to wealth voting. Who opposes this? Intelligentsia radicalize the Catholic Church, but landowners, industrialists and rural folk. Let's go ahead and go to wealth voting. Let's try that. Maybe that will placate some people. Revolutionaries raid arms depot. A band of revolutionaries rumored to affiliate with the rural folk has overwhelmed a minor garrison in Miranda, leaving 24 soldiers dead and running off with crates full of rifles and ammunition, even wheeling off a small caliber cannon. Scour the countryside for them. 20% of minus 10% for revolution, 80% of plus 10%. Scour the cities instead. There we are. Okay, we've held off the revolution. For a while at least. Very high. Electricity is really expensive everywhere, but I have no money to build anything. Let's see if we can get maybe wealth voting through. And just rearrange the political landscape. Come on, who's this? Who's this guy? Can we exile him? He's been exiled. Okay. Okay, so that revolution is gone. Matteo Hurtado. All we had to do was exile him. Okay, the street side standoff. Troops in Zulia have reported more and more confrontations with belligerent mobs. Fighting will likely break out soon, even if nothing is ordered. There is only two ways to control the situation. Either pull the troops back or tell them to engage. Our men are professionals. They can maintain discipline where they are. Okay, we now have a new revolution, though, to enact homesteading. Oh, extreme. Petite support interest groups. Petite bourgeoisie. Traitors. Traitors unhappy. Why? What are you unhappy about? Government wages. Okay. Okay, I hear you guys. I hear you. I hear you. Oh, dearie me. Fine. How about this? How about this? In fact, we can even go this way. Alright, we'll go back to normal wages. Normal taxes. We are going to need to tax fruit again. Or coffee, maybe. Or transportation, or paper. Or both. We need three. Yeah, we need to find three. Sorry, guys. No, we can't afford normal. Okay, we can afford low wages. Alright, I understand very low was a little harsh. But, oh, the country is now on sound financial footing. Oh dear. What is this? Again, we're revolution with Council Republic. Oh. Thought we got rid of that guy. Dearie, dearie me. Bourgeoisie, powerful. Grassroots support for law. The political wills and desires of lower classes will always remain an opaque matter. For whatever reason, support for wealth voting has spread like wildfire across Venezuela, spurred on by charismatic speakers and lively debate in small-time social clubs. Yes, let's pass wealth voting. A fort in a sea of anger. Mobs have surrounded an arsenal in Miranda, threatening to seize the arms and munitions stored within. While the guards are staving off attacks for now, if no relief is sent, the arsenal will fall to insurrectionists. A relief column could escalate tensions a little, but it's necessary. Let's see, do we get -5? Nope, we got +10. Unlucky. Okay, we are broadly impoverished. Let's keep rolling and see what happens. Heavy-handedness. Eustachio Urbanea mistook an enemy in the armed forces. After accusing them with false charges, moderates and armed forces defeated the trade union's cause. Their bedfellows may not be so accommodating. Tokyo Urbanea should stand down. Yeah, we've called on him to stand down many times. This guy just... Still, 75, Jesus. It's just never gonna go away. Popular playwright endorses reform. In the midst of the debate surrounding wealth... Oh, hang on. Leopoldo is now new chief executive. In the midst of the debate surrounding wealth voting, one of our country's leading playwrights... Oh, okay, let's get 20 prestige. Officers associated strongly with the armed forces have publicly issued a list of grievances and demand immediate action from the government. Dark rumors suggest they may join the revolution if they are not satisfied. We salute the sacrifices our soldiers have made and recognize their need for support. Yes, indeed. Okay, who is our new president? An industrialist. Oh, respect. Oh, he's disliked. An engineer, an imperious. This character is known for their arrogant and domineering nature. And this character is a master of technical arts and understands the challenges of industrial modernity. Okay, 5 construction. Political strength of engineers and machinists. Okay, imperious. It's really good ruler though. He's disliked, unfortunately, from imperious. Venezuela market liberal. This is free trade, child labor allowed, he wants. Laissez-faire. Endorse commercialized agriculture. This leader believes in the invisible hand of the free market should be the guiding force of the nation's economy. Okay, let's go ahead and power on. Cost would increase by 3,000. Let's go ahead and put the wages to normal. It's okay if we run a small deficit. Monitor unlocked. By making a smaller warship better suited for shallow water and slapping massive guns on it, it is possible to make an effective naval weapon. Okay. The industrialists are going to be really annoyed with us. Minus 20%. In theory. We didn't enact no migration controls, but guys, we're staring down Council Republic. So, not really sure. Okay, we are bringing down radicals. Good. Okay, population growth is finally booming. GDP is rising. We could get the armed forces right on board a little bit. It's actually go back to normal. It's not even that much. Now that we have that many people in our armed forces, right? So, on the edge, the rural folk, led by wily Manuel Ortega, have threatened to join the revolutionary forces if their demands are not met. Although the concessions they demand are small, the power they will wield if we admit our weakness to them shall be tremendous. Give them what they ask for. Yeah. Under no pretext. After raiding army barracks in Miranda, the trade unions under Antonio Illas have begun turning their weapons against the government of Venezuela. Concentrate on defending the cities. Oh, barracks gets barracks damaged for 5 years. Chase them into the hills. Constabulary must be better armed. Venezuela gets militarized police force for 5 years plus 3 armed force approval minus 35% state penalties from turmoil. 10% mortality per turmoil. Yeah, constabulary must be better armed. Perfect. Yeah, let's reduce turmoil. Oh, I wish we had that secret police right now. In these turbulent times, dissenters break ranks. To outside observers, the intelligentsia may appear firmly committed to the idea of wealth voting, but behind the facade of unity, discord has long festered. Now a clique of dissenters have finally had enough and have officially broken with their fellow members over the issue of reform. Offer them custodianship over the new draft. Come on, guys. Help us out here. Okay, perfect. So we're back to normal wages, normal taxes. So if you can... Wait, we get 10,000 pounds worth of consumption taxes, to be honest. Which is quite a lot. If we did get proportional taxation, okay. It would only be plus 1.5k, so it's not that big of a difference, really. Poll taxes, yeah. Yeah, that's what population is key. Population gives you cheap labor and poll taxes. Oof. Okay, enact council. Okay, the revolutions have disbanded. Thank God. Okay, okay. Enact council republic. Guys, we're not going to enact council republic. What are you on about? Government, trade unions, can we suppress them? Don't have authority. Okay. Do we have any decrees? We do. Remove these decrees, and can we suppress trade unions? So rural folk. Oh, rural folk enact homesteading. You and your homesteading. Covert agitation. Revolutionary sympathizers have begun to agitate for anti-government causes in the barracks in Miranda. The armed forces must be loyal to the state above all else. Law progress to review. Wealth voting, okay. Let's keep rolling. We're almost in 1926. GDP isn't really moving. Yeah, it's really an early liberalization. That was the mistake. Scripts scrap ravish Zulia, protesting the payment of wages in the form of scripts. Credit only exchangeable at a company store. Workers of the major tooling workshops in Zulia have commenced a riot, torching the controversial store and marching on the company's main offices, demanding the institution of cash wages. The nature of payments is a company matter. Break up the riot. Let us not fan the flames. There is merit to the workers' demands. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we are in surplus again, so that's good. Can we cancel like tobacco tax or anything? Can we just lower taxes? No, that's... Membership lists discovered. A surprise police raid has uncovered a list of radicals associated with the rural folk. There are several ways this list can be used to the government's advantage. Hunt down every member on that list. Indeed. There's some real turmoil in our country, guys. Discord within the armed forces. An influential faction within the armed forces has grown frustrated with their co-members' neutrality on the topic of wealth voting. Themselves in favor of the law, they have now resolved to form a separate political faction intent on passing it. Oof, with their support, the bill shall pass. Okay. Yeah, technocracy never really worked. Universal suffrage didn't work. Technocracy didn't work. Now we're going back to wealth voting. Interesting. Now we can actually go ahead and increase the workplace safety office just to decrease mortality and therefore raise population growth rate. I mean, if annually we're making 20,000 people and our poll taxes are 0.7, so 70% of our pop growth ends up input goods shortment sugar. Hang on a second. We have a shortage of sugar, really? Because we've been growing like this completely unnecessary sugar. Like the entire game. Okay, wealth voting has successfully progressed to the implementation phase. Steam turbine unlocked. Using the power of steam to drive large rotors, turbines create tremendous amounts of energy that serve equally well as stationary machines in a plant and as the driving engines of seagoing vessels. Okay. Well, with that, we have electricity here. We kind of have a lot of electricity. Is really expensive in Bolivar. So let's go ahead and add coal and motors. There's way more electricity. And here we can do that. Telephones make long-distance communication viable, allowing a much faster spread of information across the globe. Electrics industries leads to radio. Against the odds. Despite not enjoying full rights under Venezuelan law, some wealthier Catholic people have begun moving into neighborhoods and frequenting establishments they would normally be excluded from. We may need some new regulations to keep the peace. Now, they have fairly earned their success with all it entails. Okay, electricity is cheap here already. What we need are government administration, so we can... Now, telephone switchboards, we need central planning. But for that, we need telephones. And a bit of paper. University's Analytical Philosophy Department. 45 plus 15 innovation, just from a change. Fewer laborers, more clerks. Okay, we have 10 years left. Chemical fertilizers. Sure. Railways, radios. Conveyors, assembly lines. Yeah, let's get assembly lines. I mean, I don't think that's not less labor. That will just conveyors for furniture, tooling, motor. Yeah, let's say motor industries, for example. Assembly lines. And actually, that will reduce the use of labor. Okay, so let's go ahead with that. That's a good one. Good tech to unlock. But I think we're coming up on the hour, guys. I was going to finish the playthrough in this episode, but I think we're going to have to do it in the next one. So let me go ahead and pause and make a cut here, guys. Hope you're enjoying it and learning something. I don't think there's much left to do, really. Nothing really happened in the world either. Yeah, but we did industrialize. Yeah, perhaps I'm not giving ourselves enough credit. I kind of keep thinking we're doing pretty badly, but we actually did all right. Colombia did much better. That is true. Yes, they have. But only lately, right? That's what. But there are a few lessons learned here. So let's, yeah, see each other in the next episode. Hope you see it, and there we'll probably run to 1936 and finish the playthrough. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope to see you in the next, and pretty sure it will be the last episode. But bye for now.